welcome to Doors and Corners, a sci-fi and fantasy film commentary podcast. I'm Brian.
And I'm Zach. And every Friday we sit down and watch a science fiction or fantasy film and give our 2 cents on its quality, production, story, and trivia.
We watch the film together, but without sounds or visuals provided to avoid copyright issues. But if you do have access, we encourage you to join us and follow along.
Here, we like to keep things casual, and there may be discussions of spoilers or sensitive materials or language. But we do try and keep things clean and family-friendly. Ultimately, the goal of this podcast is to create the experience of us all sitting down and watching this movie together.
So get ready to hit that play button, because we're about to get started.
Damn Doors and Corners, I mean, that's where they get you.
Well, welcome back to Doors and Corners. I'm Brian.
I'm Zach.
And if you can't tell, we are sitting in the same room together, Zach.
Yes, that is
I'm
true.
right here.
I can reach out and slap him across the face.
Wow. Ow.
But yeah, that's pretty rare for us.
Yeah.
Given that
We don't have a special guest, though, which I'm a little bummed about. It's just
Yeah.
us. But
I thought about inviting 1 or 2 people, but the fact is I'd be inviting them. A, it's really late at night in order to make this work, and B, I'd invite them to this freaking movie.
no, this is not a movie. This is a movie that you apologize to people for asking them to watch with you. Because if you've been following along with us the last few weeks, we've been doing War of the Worlds. 2, I would say, pretty good movies.
Yeah, like one really classic that
Yeah.
was just a great product of its time and has so many lasting ramifications in modern day fiction, and then the 2005 version, which is just, yeah, I think it's far better than people give it credit for, and it's such an interesting kind of commentary on disaster movies post 9/11.
I said this last week. I enjoyed it more than I remembered, and I would highly recommend anybody who just like I did, kind of assumes that it wasn't that good and hasn't looked at it in a long time. Like, give it a shot, because I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it deserves more love than it gets, though I understand why not everybody's going to enjoy it.
Yeah, it's not as
not as fun.
Yeah, not to rehash that whole thing. It's not Independence Day.
No.
It's not that just. It's not the kind of movie where just instantly you're like, that was just so much fun. I had a great, because it does have some.
It has gravitas.
Some weaknesses, but there's a lot there that I enjoyed. Tonight we're not watching a good movie.
No.
And this is the first time we've ever done this. Neither one of us have actually watched this film before. We've both watched plenty of things about this film, and this film is kind of infamous. I would dare to say there are probably plenty of. I bet you Jake Johns has more views on his review than this movie has views on Amazon.
Yeah, so for those of you who can't tell, we are doing the 2025 Amazon Studios War of the Worlds starring Ice Cube, which has colloquially become known online as Ice Cube's War of the Worlds. Even the poster on Amazon is credited as Ice Cube's War of the Worlds. Poor Ice Cube. He was taking a simple job, and
I think most of the actors had no idea what they were getting. Like,
no, this movie was filmed in 15 days.
and this was a total COVID movie, right?
Total COVID movie. Everybody was filmed distance. Everybody was filmed from their own homes. They filmed all of their scenes separately.
But nobody had any context.
Nobody had any context. Nobody had any, what's that word? Rapport, or
Just
what's that word for people connecting when they're doing stuff?
What is chemistry?
Chemistry. Thank you. Nobody had any chemistry.
You can tell when actors on set click. I
Yeah.
mean, you can especially tell like in a romantic situation, but even like in a bromance situation, or just like when you get a team together.
Or father and kids.
Yeah.
Which, why did this is my own soapbox. Why did all the War of the Worlds adaptations have to become father and children dramas about fatherhood and learning to love your children properly and stuff like that? Because War of the Worlds 2005 did it, this one does it, but also several of the other adaptations that have come out in the meantime. Because I looked into a few of them.
Yeah.
I wanted to find out if there was any proper Thunderchild scenes.
I listened to that scene on audiobook while I was driving today. Man, that is a good scene.
It's a good scene.
That is a great scene.
But it's like they instead of it being like a husband trying to get back to his wife and then the guy's brother at one point, being just kind of like, there's no character development in them. There's not supposed to be.
No, it is an alien invasion movie.
They're narrating. They're
Yeah.
they're narrators.
It's
and
also,
that's it.
Yeah, it was that book. You have to read it for the era that it came in, and that H.G. Wells was not developing a character; he was exploring an idea, and for the time, a revolutionary idea.
Yeah. It's funny. There's so many books like that. Like Robert Heinlein, Starship Troopers, which is just a fascinating read. And a lot of people take it as a warning against fascism, when honestly it was actually like Heinlein saying a form of fascism is better than what we have now, and like the potential benefits of it. And he makes a compelling argument in some ways, while it's just by today's standards, you're like, oh, buddy.
Well, it's like Orson Welles. People, he's railing against communism, but he very much thought socialism was a great idea. Like
yeah.
a capitalist socialist, kind of. But people think that he must have just been a raging capitalist, and Orson Welles was not.
No. But all the reason to say
authors.
this is that, like, Starship Troopers isn't about the character development of Johnny Rico. It's about the situation. It's about the world. It's about the exploration of that type of thing. Where even today, where you have books that are more about concept, like World War Z, I think, is a great example, which they've recently announced that they're going to be doing a new adaptation of, because it's
Very
far
excited.
enough. It's far enough after Walking Dead that they'll be able to get out from underneath the Walking Dead oppression, which is why the original Brad Pitt movie couldn't be an accurate adaptation, is because everybody would say that they're ripping off Walking Dead, even though Walking Dead ripped off World War Z, and it's this vicious cycle. War of the Worlds is about concept, and World War Z was all about concept. They threw in some character development because they just kind of had to,
Yeah.
but we're kind of past that point where these books can get away with, and we need to now get away with not having characters that are interesting and have development. And so adaptations like this and the 2005 War of the Worlds, they need to shoehorn in character development and character drama. And I think it was mostly Spielberg in 2005 starting the whole fatherhood,
Yeah.
which has then been...
Well, he also,
Yeah.
parents and kids, especially with aliens. I mean, that's Spielberg's. All of his alien movies involve parents and kids, right? I mean,
yeah.
E.T., Close Encounters.
Ice cream.
I mean, this is the most cliche thing to say in modern filmmaking. I love Steven Spielberg. I think he deserves all the accolades he gets. But he definitely has a type of movie he likes to make.
He has daddy issues.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's going to be daddy issues in Disclosure Day.
I'm actually really looking forward to that this summer, and I'm sure there'll be something.
I'm waiting for the reviews because the advertising has looked so far up its own ass that I'm like, I get it, you're Steven Spielberg, you've changed filmmaking several times over, but now you're just like...
See, I have to see it, though, because Steven Spielberg's directing it, and it's got
Yeah,
Emily Blunt.
Blunt.
It's got Emily Blunt in it, so I've got to see it.
I get it. Emily Blunt.
Okay, so I just, Jen and I last weekend, we went and saw Devil Wears Prada 2.
Why?
I really enjoyed it, man.
Oh, really?
It was a lot of fun.
It just doesn't... Nothing about
I'm not
that
su-
movie appeals
I'm not
to me.
suggesting you go see it, but like, and it's not even like we had a good time. I wouldn't have gone by myself, but Jen was like, "We want to go to the movies. Like, what's up?" Like, and it's just fun.
I totally get that.
Meryl
Like,
Streep is amazing. I would say that too.
I totally get that because like, some people just don't want to go to the movies by themselves, and if you get the chance to go see a movie, and somebody wants to go, there's a thing to that. That's how I ended up seeing so many of the Twilight movies. That's how I accidentally ended up seeing the midnight premiere of Twilight Eclipse by myself.
Did somebody ditch you?
No, I was going with my
You
sisters,
tricked?
and they were like, "You want to come with us? Somebody dropped out. We'll pay for your ticket." Yada yada yada. And I was like, "Okay." Well, there was a mix-up, and there was one ticket for a different theater,
Oh no.
and so I bit the bullet, and I'm like, "I'll go in the other theater," and I ended up seeing the midnight premiere of the third Twilight movie by myself, stuck between a boyfriend who really didn't want to be there and a girl who was way too into it. It was fine. I had the most action.
I've
Good
seen.
action.
Okay, man. This
When are we
is-
going to do those?
This podcast is already taking an interesting turn because I shouldn't admit this on the internet because now it's here forever. I have not only seen all those movies, I've actually read all those books.
So did I. My sisters were really into it, and I had this thing at the time that I shouldn't be overly critical of things that I hadn't read. And you know what? The New Moon was actually a good book.
I remember both the first two books, not like hating them. There was like a concept. It was a different take on vampires. I didn't think they were like atrocious, but high literature they are not.
No.
The movies. So I actually didn't hate the first book. The movie made me hate the first book because I really don't think that movie's like it's so stiff. It's so.
It is. I kind of respect the first movie because it was so cheaply made. They were trying something different. It was stiff. It was clumsy. It was awkward. It had great music. It had Supermassive Black Hole by Muse.
It did, and it also actually I think the Lullaby piece of music is actually a really pretty piece of music. Is it just Bella's Lullaby?
Yeah, Bella's Lullaby. That wasn't Silvestri. Oh, who was that?
I don't remember.
But the second movie was solid. It had some really cool things to it. It had some like.
But it also started the whole Team Jacob and Edward thing.
Crossing myself here.
Yeah. Anyways, okay, I'm not sure why we're talking about, but it's
my sister's gonna yell at me if I get the composer wrong, so I need to find out who it is.
You find that. So, I really love going to movie theaters. Mm-hmm. I love getting a popcorn, sitting
Burwell.
down, and just who?
Carter Burwell.
Oh, okay. I love that experience, and I actually will go by myself if it's the right film. Mm-hmm. But I will happily, if I'm going with somebody like my wife or a friend, I will go to a movie that I'm only mildly interested in, because I just enjoy the experience of sitting in a theater very, very much.
Same. I think I might be seeing Mandalorian Grogu by myself.
Huh.
Yeah.
Ashlyn has already basically been like, because I'm neutral on it. I have no interest in hating on it. I just am not like excited about it. But Ashlyn's like, I want to see it in theaters. I'm like, I'll go with you. And she was, I feel bad. Sometimes I'm like, maybe I've been too hard on Star Wars. So I'm like to my kids. Mm-hmm. Because she just, literally yesterday, she was like, asked me in a way where I could tell she was worried that she was like asking me for something bad. When she said, would you be interested in going to see it with me? And I'm like, I felt horrible. So I'm like, I've been so hard on Star Wars to you. I mean, and they know how I feel about most of Disney Star Wars. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, you shouldn't have to worry. Of course I will go see it with you. And I'm like, and I'm sure it'll be fun.
I'm curious about it because the advertising did not impress me. No. There was one particular part of one of the scenes that they released that just looked awful. It looked horrible. And I'm like, oh God, it has some guy like be leading a bunch of Imperials from inside an AT-AT, and he's just like, we missed, they're underneath us. And the way that he delivers the line is so bad, it hurts me. But one of the reviewers that I like, who apparently got to see it, he said that he's not allowed to talk about it yet, but he was surprised because the movie isn't anything like the advertisements.
That could be a good thing.
Yeah, so I'm really curious.
I want a big shocker here to anybody who's listened to this podcast more than twice. I love Dan Murrell. He was doing his live show earlier this week, and he got on a Star Wars thing for a while.
I knew you were going to be watching that.
If you watch it, I'm commented a few times.
I'm going to watch 2.5 hours of Dan Murrell. I like the guy, but
this is fine.
It's a little much.
That's right. But he was talking about, and I completely agree. The reason it's on my brain because of both my daughter and he bringing it up, because he was asking us like, how do you bring Star Wars back? And he's like, this is so easy for me to say, but you just have to make it good. And you have to make it good more than once. He's like, Andor's not enough.
Yeah.
You need to have another show that's amazing. Mm-hmm. You need to have another show. Because he said, if you want people to shut up, if you want to shut up your critics, just start. And again, he's like, I know this is easy for me to say, but there is no other solution. There is no shortcut through that process. You have to start making Star Wars in a way that people want to see again. And I don't mean just suck up to fans. Mm-hmm. Andor was a show that I know we talked about, wondering like, what is the point of this show?
Yeah.
Kind of like what was Solo? Solo. Yeah, we were just talking about it. Solo was a movie, and we both like it. I think you like it more than I do, but neither one of us dislike it. But definitely there was some discourse around the movie as to like, who's asking for this?
Yeah.
Andor is an example of if you make something good. Because he also brought up this. He was asking about like the battle between like movies that are, well, you have to be a fan to get it. and it's critic proof because it doesn't matter if a critic doesn't like it. If it was made for fans and they like it, that's all that matters. And he had a great little rant, and he's like, no, I fundamentally disagree with that. You can make a movie good and also good for fans. And it's something where a good filmmaker, a good creative type, a good writer, somebody who has a vision, can execute it and make something where fans love it. And a professional critic, maybe they won't love it on the same level. But the idea that a critic goes, that is not a good movie.
You see,
And a fan's like, oh no, if you're a fan, it's amazing. Not that can't exist, but it doesn't have to exist. You can do both.
yes, I do agree with that because Star Wars' biggest problem, and I've thought long and hard about this, ever since The Last Jedi has come out, or even since Disney bought it, you could say, is its directors. Because if you're going to list the biggest knocks against Star Wars, we're looking at Rian Johnson, J.J. Abrams, we're looking at the people who directed the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, we're looking at the people who directed the Book of Boba Fett, and we're looking at the people who directed The Acolyte. Because Obi-Wan Kenobi, more than just the elevator pitch was good. A lot of the dialogue that was actually in that show was very good, but it was very poorly directed. The Acolyte, the elevator pitch, was fantastic.
Yeah.
It was directed like trash. Book of Boba Fett, I'm not even joking, was one good conversation away from being remembered as a much better show than it is. All it needed was something in the final episode that tells you kind of the point of the show. Why is Boba Fett doing what he's doing?
Yeah.
Why does he want to be a crime lord suddenly? What is it that's changed in him? He needed to have this like heart-to-heart conversation with somebody. You could even make it frickin' Din Djarin, the Mandalorian. But it wasn't there, and instead it was frickin' guy who did Spy Kids, Robert Rodriguez, having
that's
like
right.
spinny, shooty things, and like there was some really good action in there, but there was some really just
The worst
cringe.
speeder bike chase in the history of any. Just
I don't care about that myself.
No,
I
it's
totally
bad.
understand why that is bad, but I also was raised on Star Trek and Stargate, where I just kind of accept that every now and again you're going to have an episode that's shit. Like The Mandalorian had that freaking weird Lizzo episode, you know?
oh, with Jack Black,
For some reason, that was directed by Jon Favreau.
and he's a talented director.
He's had such great things, but like, all of those things, which are the main problems of Star Wars, were from its directors.
Yeah.
Not its writers, even. Except for Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
Rise of Skywalker. But it's just like, they need to double down on the good directors. And I think that one of the people that they need to look at is, oh my god, her name went right out of my head. Bryce Dallas Howard.
Oh yeah.
She directed some of the best episodes of The Mandalorian. She's really talented, and I think that she should be directing The Mandalorian and Grogu, not Dave Filoni, because I don't think Dave Filoni is a strong enough director.
No.
But I could be proven wrong.
Yeah.
We should be watching War of the
About
Worlds.
to say, we talked before we started recording. We mentioned the fact to each other, like, the biggest problem with doing this and doing this live is we're not gonna like be wanting to watch and talk about this movie.
No, we're going to do everything we can to avoid it, in fact.
And here we are doing basically a different podcast. So, 2025, War of the Worlds. All right, Ice Cube, COVID film. This actually has got a couple. This has got a Marvel connection. It's got Agent Coulson in it.
Yeah, as it is several things. So I'm going to
go
go ahead and give the
Longoria?
details.
Yeah, go for it.
This is the War of the Worlds. Actually, no, not the. There's no the. Like the other two, there's no the. It's just War of the Worlds.
Like just Facebook.
Correct. It's not the Facebook. It's not the Batman. It's Batman. 2025, rated PG-13. For some reason, I thought this was rated R. I thought there were a whole bunch of F words. I don't know if I just
moved, bitch.
associated the F word with it. 1 hour and 31 minutes long.
Thank
Nice and
goodness.
brief, thank God.
The same length as the 1953 movie.
Directed by Rich Lee, written by Kenny Gold and Mark Hyman, starring Ice Cube, Eva Longoria, Iman Benson, Henry Hunter Hall, Devin, I always mess this up, Bostic, and Clark Gregg, and Michael O'Neill. And the fact is, some of these are really interesting actors. Okay.
Yeah.
Michael O'Neill, he's just this little character actor. And I remember him very distinctly from the teaser trailer for 2007's Transformers. And he's in the movie, too. He's a Sector 7 agent.
I didn't remember that at all. So
Well, that was this weird, like, golden age of teaser trailers. The Transformers teaser trailer, the teaser trailer for Revenge of the Sith.
oh, that was good.
Several others, just great little teaser trailers. Clark Gregg, Agent Coulson from the Iron Man movies and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. But this guy, Devin Bostick, he plays the idiot boyfriend Amazon delivery guy.
He flies the drone, right?
Yeah. This guy was in Oppenheimer
Okay.
as one of the physicists who's challenging Oppenheimer.
It's like in one of the classroom scenes or something like that, or out on the
No,
the
he's
desert.
he's in the desert. He's one
Okay.
of the major physicists. He plays Seth Niedermeyer.
Okay.
So anytime you're in a science fiction and you hear the word Niedermeyer, because it pops up in science fiction, there is a USS Niedermeyer in Star Trek.
Oh wow. Okay.
It's because of him. This isn't a small person. He played this character in, what some people consider Christopher Nolan's magnum opus. And, he has an actual really solid filmography. And he's this guy.
This had to have been too a combination of just actors who were like, yeah, sure,
We'll give it a shot.
we'll give it a shot. I mean, we're just sitting at home anyways. Also, too, okay, so this movie's in the form. It's like the screen format, right? It's like everything is
It's
is
called
like-
Screen Life.
screen life.
The genre is called Screen Life.
I realize this, never seen a movie in this format. I've seen previews for them. Like I know there was like a horror film in this. There was like a social media. I don't know. Like I'm familiar with the genre, but I realized that tonight will be the first time I've ever actually watched a film that is this kind of format.
Yeah, well, this format was really pushed by the producer, because the producer is somebody that is important to talk about. I was going to bring him up. His name is, and I'm going to take a second to pronounce this, Timur Bekmambetov.
Okay.
And he was the pioneer of the Screen Life format. He thinks it has a lot of really good applications. This was very much an experiment and very different from other Screen Life movies in and of itself. This
Okay.
does a lot of things very different from other Screen Life movies like he's done. Because he did a couple of horror movies through it, like one called Unfollowed.
That I remember that one. I remember
And
seeing previews for that.
Unfriended was the big one. But before that, this guy had a heck of a repertoire. All right. This is the guy who directed a movie called Wanted.
Oh, we know this film.
We do know this film, and you guys are going to know it in a few months. He also directed another movie that I am definitely putting on our list, by the way, called Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
I've never seen it, but I'm familiar with it.
Yeah.
Familiar with it.
This dude has an artistic eye to his direction that's very interesting. But somewhere around the 2010s, he got really obsessed with this Screen Life format. And I don't really understand it, but he was just like, ooh, COVID, let's give this a try. Oh, he also did the 2016 Ben-Hur, which
I've heard that's actually good.
it is a better movie than it deserves to be. Its depiction of Jesus is excellent, but you're remaking Ben-Hur. It's never going to be as good.
Yeah, that is a movie though, because I love the original. I was raised on it, and I've heard from multiple people that I trust, including Dan, that it is not bad.
No, not bad at all. But yeah, this dude. Oh, he also directed 2026's Mercy with Chris Pratt, which was just not good.
Okay, yeah, but see, that just came out, right?
Yeah, it's just
It kind of bombed in the theaters, if I remember.
it
right.
did indeed. It did
Yeah.
indeed.
All right, so now I've watched several reviews of this movie and read a little bit about it. Zach has also. So we kind of know what we're getting into, but we have never watched this movie before, and we're going to watch it together.
For the first time.
So you're going to get our, I mean, obviously not live because this is recorded, but at the time of recording,
Unfiltered.
unfiltered live reactions. So we won't be anticipating things. Well, I will be anticipating ludicrous lyrics.
Yeah, there's
because
like some things that we know about that are going
Yeah.
to happen, but we don't necessarily know about when they're going to happen.
and exactly like the context. I am. This is one of those two where we've been told by people that we trust on the internet, which is a weird phrase, but it's also true, that this is an atrociously bad movie.
This movie was nominated for 6 Razzie Awards,
Oh.
and it won 5, including Worst Picture, Worst Actor, all kinds of worst script.
I'm almost wondering if we're going to find it not as bad as we're expecting, or if we're going to find it to be just as bad as we thought it would be.
I think it's going to be the latter.
Okay, I'm down for it.
Yeah.
So
Let's cue it up. We're, of course, watching it on Amazon. Now, if you don't have the Amazon no ads tier, then, well, you're going to have to put up with ads in the middle of it. We're watching it without ads. Ready?
I'm ready. Gonna
I'm
hit
ready.
that.
I'm ready.
Make sure you're ready to hit the play button. All right.
Yes.
Gonna hit that play button in 3, 2, 1. All right. There's already a computer beeping.
Right? Already computer beeping.
This is Universal. This is Universal.
Yes, this is technically Universal. Because this movie, like I said, it was an experiment. All right, COVID hit, and they're like, "Can
Well,
we
'cause-
make a movie?" I don't actually think this was going to. One of the things I want to wait for is I want to find out if this is, if they actually mention like tripods, if he actually says tripod, because I don't know if this was meant to be a War of the Worlds movie. And I want to count how many times he takes his glasses off. You know.
Well, and it's interesting too because
So here's where things are different even from most other Screen Life movies. They're zooming in on all the stuff that he's doing.
they're doing kind of a Ken Burn things on his computer screen. You know what I mean? That's kind of the Ken Burn effect, where you kind of move across a photograph. Are
Yeah.
you familiar with that? You know,
Yeah.
like when he did Civil War documentary.
Oh God, his Revolutionary War one was atrocious.
I haven't seen it yet. That's pretty recent, isn't it?
Yeah,
Okay. Anyways,
it's like propaganda.
so we're getting into. So this is like Big Brother. This makes 24 look tame as far as like the surveillance state, right?
It is, and the thing is, it's nonsense. This is one of that's one of the things about this movie that's so interesting and unique. Everything on screen, in terms of like, I fully believe that we are in a unparalleled surveillance state,
Yeah.
and there's good reason for that belief, and it doesn't look like this. Nothing about this movie is accurate to the way that this would work, and they're just using stock footage that they just like is free online, or they bought for like $2
Do you
each.
have any idea what the budget was for this?
Less than $10 million.
Okay. I really love how much music they're throwing into this. You know, like we've got like a little jam track going here.
Okay, one of the interesting things about filmmaking that's been pointed out time and again and time and again and time and again is that humans notice odd things about weight. Okay? We were just talking about it earlier. I picked up 2 different 3D prints that I have. You could tell which one was so much heavier, just because of even if it wasn't super heavy. And you can always tell in a movie when a cup of coffee is empty and they're
Oh,
just
yeah.
faking it. And his coffee constantly changes between full and empty, and it's the same cup every time.
Any noise about it on your end?
And yeah, he has his friend here played by Ava Longoria who chimes in, and she is Sarah NASA. And it's like, okay, is you just like, is this you just telling us that she works at NASA?
Well, she's got the logo up there, so
The time in this movie is nonsense. It takes place over the course of like 5 hours, but the time is so inconsistent in being shown in like the corners of the screen. Like, but one of the things that should also be pointed out is that
I love they're using Microsoft Teams,
they do. They do.
like for
Department of
conversation.
Homeland Security? Yeah.
Really?
Yes. And oh goodness, Disruptor.
So So we already know some spoilers about this, right?
Yeah, we do.
We already know who Disruptor is.
Yeah. So he's here. He's tracking this mysterious hacker who's going up against the industrial surveillance complex, which absolutely exists. But it doesn't look like this. And he's like trying to find out who this person is. He just took like this random piece of code for like an IP thing. That's not even an IPv6. It's just letters.
He's utter nonsense, right?
It's utter nonsense.
Here he is, tracking his daughter.
Stalking his children. And it's like zooming in on a muffin and saying 0 protein. There is actually protein in muffins. The number one source of protein in the human diet, in the American diet anyway, is actually from the protein that's naturally found in flour. It's not much.
Yeah.
But, like, oh my gosh.
This is also like...
He's the worst
This is
dad.
the worst... And the fact that she looks up at the camera like she knows exactly.
Yeah.
She's like...
And then look at this. How can it identify that that's cake, but it's unable to identify, like, yogurt? Because, she hacked my fridge, which is something that can happen, by the way. Frickin' smart fridges. I hate smart fridges. The concept of a smart fridge is, like, offensive to me.
This whole... Just online game store.
Which is certainly not meant to be Steam. Definitely doesn't have the same exact color scheme as Steam. So,
Gosh.
one of the things about this movie
This is just...
that they ended up changing during filming is that his character was actually supposed to be a paraplegic. That's why he couldn't move. That's why he couldn't leave the
That
building.
would be more interesting.
That's more interesting. So he also... All of the actors are definitely still under some sort of NDA, okay? Because they haven't talked about this movie at all. They can't. They're not allowed to.
Really?
But Ice-T made some comments that lead some people to believe that this might have been some sort of comedy when it was first written and filmed. And that it's been re-edited. Also, just look at the terrible green screen behind it.
Oh, it's... Yeah.
I think it's supposed to be terrible for him, though. I think that's supposed to be part of, like, the plot later. But even him...
Yeah, it's not great. Because it's just Ice Cube's house and he has a sheet behind him or something.
There's even a couple scenes... I think it's been fixed, because that's one of the things, is this movie has had some updates since it first aired.
Okay.
In that, you can see... Oh, wait, no. It's right there. It's in his glasses. You can see the green screen reflected in his glasses when it's in that tiny window. Yep. But
Because he's just staring at... he probably at least has a real camera he's looking at. Not like a phone, but yeah, this is...
Yeah.
Has this actor done anything? Because I don't recognize the son.
The son? Oh, I'm not sure. I know that I looked him up, but this is going to sound bad, but I don't remember enough about him. Henry Hunter Hall, David Radford. Let's see here. FBI Steve.
Disruptor ass. Oh gosh.
Let's see. He was in The
Oh
Watcher.
my gosh, he just pulled... That's a Staples easy button he just hit there.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
That was like from the old Staples ads?
Yeah. He was on the TV show Hunters, if you recall that. That was the one with, not Al Pacino, the other guy.
Yep.
It was Al Pacino, actually. Al Pacino, Logan Lerman,
Okay.
Carol Kane. Love Carol Kane. But yeah, he was on that. He's been in a couple of other things. TV show called The Watchers. He has some upcoming stuff. Poor guy. And, yeah.
So, okay, so this is his daughter's boyfriend, right?
Uh-huh. This is the guy who was, like, in Oppenheimer. And, he seems like such a nice guy. And...
I feel like Ice Cube needs to also have AirPods in. Just to go with the look.
I guess, yeah.
Oh man,
Ice
The thing
Cube's
is-
look of disappointment face is pretty good.
It
This
is.
like this is the
So
guy who
he's-
knocked up my daughter.
Yeah,
That was a believable face.
he's not an awful actor. I've seen him in some stuff. I'm not saying he's like he's a he's not Jamie Foxx, but he's not like awful.
Yeah.
And
Threat analysis unclear.
unclear.
Like, does that mean she's the threat?
Oh, this is like
This is awful.
this is so. This is the kind of thing that if your dad or anybody in your life, your most trusted your spouse, this would be. This isn't a red flag. This is like a
Black
a
flag.
screaming, blinking,
Neon.
smother you with it red flag.
Yeah, he's hacking her. He's hacking her. He's hacking into all of her crap, like
And then
directly.
pretending to be
and that
other
was
people.
supposed to be some sort of like rainbow force. Like, okay, so it's called a rainbow program. That is able to just like generate passwords and brute force their way into a password through a password. Which is not what it looks like. But it's just like he's hacking into all of her stuff and reading her messages
And impersonating her boyfriend.
and impersonating her boyfriend. Wait, I thought he's just reading it.
Oh, is he just reading it?
He's just reading it. I don't
Sorry,
think he's
I
impersonating it.
actually took this as sorry. Yeah, you're right. It's your daddy, my friend, your friend request.
Mm-hmm. And just the use of baby mama and baby daddy in this thing is egregious. Like, even so far. And maybe I'm just behind the times. Maybe I'm just not.
Oh
With it.
goodness!
But, yeah. There's yeah, he's so
the disappointed look there, just that like the head shake. The kind of
he's like so upset that he's not being invited to this baby shower and all of this other stuff as he's looking through Facebook. You're wondering why they think you're awful when you're like criticizing them all the time and breaking into their electronics and watching every move that they make. You're an awful parent. You're an awful man.
I also immediately am calling unrealistic that this many young people are using Facebook.
That's true.
They don't use Facebook anymore.
No, they really
Our
don't.
parents are the ones that use Facebook these days.
I don't use Facebook. Also, okay, one of the things that was joked about on this thing is that he plays this voice message from his wife where she's just like, make sure that you take out the trash. She was probably killed being hit by the garbage truck because she had to take it out herself. Because
Seriously?
No, they're making it up,
Oh,
and
okay.
I love the idea.
Do you have to like? Is using Facebook and something like this? Is this like? You have to pay them, right? Isn't that like a copyright thing? Would you have to get their permission to have?
I
them
would
be
assume
so
so.
heavily featured. Okay, you told me about this earlier. I just assumed, based on some of the reviews that I had heard, that this was like an Amazon thing, and that's why it features Amazon so heavily, especially in the ending. And you were saying that actually Amazon didn't have anything to do with this, or
That's the
is that?
claim. Okay, a
'Cause-
producer went up there and said, no, we filmed this, and then Amazon bought it, and they were really happy that we included them, and it was all for X, Y, and Z. It's like, I don't believe it for a second. I do not believe it for a single second.
It's too heavy-handed.
It's too egregious. Amazon's presence through this whole thing is nuts. I honestly think that producer is just lying at his ass.
okay, because it just doesn't make. I mean,
It's national security. Don't worry, we're all over this stuff.
It's just random
I
little
love the
like
random like low quality too for some of the. I mean, and I guess that's realistic, but like,
Yeah.
no, I turned off the cameras.
Yeah. Well, what did he do? He clicked on the camera and it was just showed the icon. Like the camera feed was showing his icon, like front and center.
Yeah,
Like there's nonsense to that. And this lady's like holding her phone. She would have a body cam. She's working
Yeah.
with the FBI. She doesn't need to be holding her phone.
They have. This has been thought of.
He can see the IR coming off the guns.
Yeah, he's yeah. But he's not looking at IR feed. So.
No, because you're not going to have infrared. You're not going to have infrared abilities from a camera that's in a freaking apartment complex hallway.
Are your spy buddies doing any freaky weather experiments? We only watch people.
Did you know that the United States of America has a lot of patents for weather control?
I'm not sure.
I don't know if they actually work. A lot of people like the whole chemtrails thing say that it's actually weather control
I know some of those people.
because of patents. Well, they're doing a really crappy job of controlling the weather, if it's true.
Yeah. Oh, it's funny. Watching them pick a lock here, I mean, they didn't show the whole process there.
No.
I was talking with Ashlyn. I forget what movie we were watching, and I was going off on a rant, which led to a gun rant thing of like, the point was, you still have to turn it. Because it was one of those where they just jiggle it, and the door just like pops open, and they were lock-picking a deadbolt.
Yeah.
You still have to physically turn
Yeah, you do.
to get the deadbolt to slide. Like, it doesn't...
No, it does not.
Yeah, and that's awesome.
For those of you who don't know, I'm holding a lock-picking set that I pulled right out of my desk drawer here.
I wasn't sure if you wanted to share that. Okay, so here we've got... okay, so this is
This looks like freaking Armageddon right here.
I was just about to say...
That's
this
definitely
is,
Chicago.
This is the low-budget version of the opening of Armageddon.
He doesn't look like he's trying to... He's seeing an alien invasion. It looks like he's crapping. Dude, can you imagine getting a feed that's that clear from space?
Yeah.
Ooh, it's the Eye of London.
You gotta take it out. Oh, he immediately is calling his daughter.
Yeah. He's really not good at his
This
job.
is also like, if this was his job, he's so bad at this job.
Well, I mean, it's probably just him on the weekend and everybody else is gone. He doesn't have any support team. Falling debris or meteors.
Well, and also too, I heard this brought up in a few different reviews, that the news reports in this movie get the news like instantly. Like, she's already out here, like reporting this, and it happened a minute ago.
And it's just the stock animations, okay? Like these are the animations that are included with the programs.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing is.
Oh my gosh! Look at the
legitimate.
the bloom off of that smoke trail. And
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, nobody had any warning. Oh no! Every country hit. Every single one of
Every
them.
single
all
country?
212.
that actually would be
Wow.
like, considering that one of
Did they hit Macau?
Well, and if an asteroid hit the planet, did some of them like do a half orbit and then land?
Yeah. Did they hit the Vatican? You think? Did you know there's technically 2.5 popes per square kilometer of the Vatican?
That doesn't surprise me. Oh gosh, Jen and I were hypothesizing today about what kind of random crap is in their basement.
Oh my God, that's one of those things that I want to know so badly.
Yeah, hey, there's actually
Yeah. No,
Okay,
that's that coffee was not in his cup.
No, it
that was an
wasn't.
asset. Did you see how like shiny it was?
Yeah.
It was only on screen for a couple frames, but that was not real coffee.
But also was the weird jump cuts which you use to hide those. Yeah.
one of the things that was constantly brought up. This is some of the weirdest and worst editing in any film ever.
Emergency Zoom meeting.
Where are you? And there's this whole thing where like they zoom in on this like something. It's like, oh no. Does Facebook like update to can't be sent when you're dead?
I mean, if your phone's destroyed, maybe.
No, but it would just messages
just-
as a
Oh
cloud-based
yeah.
application.
It would just be there waiting for you. It wouldn't tell you.
Yeah,
You wouldn't get like a read receipt, maybe.
yeah. You wouldn't get some error.
Yeah. That would be much more realistic if they was waiting for a read receipt and didn't get one.
Yeah. So
Okay, so she's at her. Okay, so they have already established the fact that she's like a scientist of some kind.
and who is for some reason banging an Amazon delivery guy? I mean, it could happen, I guess. On my way.
This is very difficult to like, not difficult to follow. I mean, I'm trying to like watch it and talk about it, but
I
feel
don't
like
care.
It's just nonsense right now. Like
Like
this does seem like worse than student film level.
who is this for? Who's the target audience? Is this just like a grand experiment to see if this type of movie can take off?
I hate the quick the snap zooms and just like the shaky. Do you think you're Paul Greengrass all of a sudden?
Yeah. Motion sickness. Like,
And the fact that he's keeping his phone on FaceTime while he runs and keeping his face in frame.
yeah. And okay, they just had that loud electronic disruption sound, as the subtitles put it. They're just ripping off the horn.
Yeah.
From the 05. But badly.
What do you? Oh, he's waiting for it to move. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's not ridiculous, I guess.
Well, I mean,
I love the fact that
that's a little ridiculous.
All
Just
the-
shelter in place, buddy.
I'm get on Zoom. Oh man.
And we have this guy. Okay, so this guy right here is who I was talking about.
So
and
he-
he's shown up in a lot of things.
Yeah. So I actually remember him because he was in the first couple episodes of 24. He was.
I
he
never
was-
saw the first 3 seasons of 24.
Okay, he's in the beginning of 24. He also is in the West Wing. He plays the head of the Secret Service for most of the West Wing's run.
Oh.
Oh. Wait a minute. So she's already there. She's already
Yeah.
at one of these things.
Uh-huh. She's on site. It's incredible. You guys should look at this. And it's, what is it? Is it a rock? And she's getting that close to it? Do you have any idea how bad of an idea it is to get close to an object like that? Radiological problems. Oh, does she die? I hope so. I
does
hate
she?
it. I don't like Eva Longoria. I don't think she bothers the crap out of me.
Oh, he's got to get a drone.
Womp, womp. Let's look at the
Reroute
drone.
cellular to satellite. Is that a thing?
And she's touching it with her bare hand. Yeah, so it's freezing cold. You're just.
She's like the head of NASA out there.
I think she just works for NASA. What the hell is that? But yeah, one of the ideas that they put about this particular idea is just they were hearkening back to the Orson Welles 1933 broadcast of just oh, that's how they experienced War of the Worlds was through radio. How would we experience the War of the Worlds by today's standards? The answer is through your phone, through your computers.
There is right off the bat, I will say the elevator pitch for this. If you wanted to say what are the worlds, but we want to do kind of first person. Mm-hmm. If there's a version of this from a concept point of view that I don't think is horrible.
I don't think it could ever truly work as what we're seeing here of the screen life genre. It
No.
would need to be more Cloverfield.
Yeah, that
Why am I not thinking of that word?
found footage.
Found footage. Thank you.
Yeah, but no, I mean like a very just because again, if you go back to the book, a lot of that is very much you could absolutely shoot that.
Yeah?
That book found footage version.
Yeah.
But this is so sloppy.
Found footage never really took off in the way that people wanted to, and part of it is the fact that it kept giving people motion sickness.
Yeah. I mean, you had Blair Witch, which was revolutionary for the time. And
Cloverfield.
Cloverfield, I remember seeing that in theaters and enjoying it.
Now, supposedly, the found footage genre was entirely killed by a movie called Apollo 18, but I don't really understand the methods why.
Bad effects work.
Yeah, that's not good.
It looks so. I don't know. There's no. It just looks like a robot. And
Yeah.
It looks like the kind of like a Boston Dynamics type thing. I don't
No.
know, just
Okay, so do you know what this looks like? Because I was sitting there racking my brain, going this looks like something, and I can't put
Something
my
from
finger
Portal?
on it. It looks a little portally. It looks like the armor designs from the video game Mass Effect Andromeda.
Oh.
Figured this would be a safe place to talk.
Yeah. If you look at the armors from Mass Effect Andromeda, they look like that. And he just said, "Oh yeah, it's important. Bye." I mean, like,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys just Googled the Mass Effect Andromeda armors and you see the white ones, because the white
Yeah.
ones are kind of like some of the defaults, and it's like, oh yeah, that's what those tripods look like.
They already have. because those are Cobra, Army helicopters. Mm-hmm. And all right,
Oh god, the effects there though.
that was bad.
That was like PlayStation 3.
That was, I mean, it was just a light beam and then like a super cheap looking disintegration effect.
Mm-hmm. With
Oh, and
a
the
stock explosion.
The foot movement there it's so. And his no,
No. Oh,
Screaming
Sheena's
ass computer.
dead.
what is that face?
That is an old person who just pooped their pants for the first time
Let's
and
say-
realized that they need Depends.
That just looks like confused face.
Oh, did you see the rock effects there?
Did one of them land on top of a decommissioned aircraft carrier?
That was the
Or a dry dock?
That was the decommissioning of the USS Enterprise, I think.
Wow.
Oh, we didn't even talk about one of the major controversies about this movie.
What is it?
Their use of actual disaster footage that they just comp.
Hasn't that lesson been learned?
No.
Didn't that movie that Gareth Edwards made?
The creator?
Didn't the creator get in trouble for doing that with one of its scenes, for like using it as actual like footage where somebody died and then like doctoring it to be like an effects shot? I think that was the thing.
I don't remember that part. But like,
There's also, I mean, we talked about this a lot with Pacific Rim Uprising. Mm-hmm. There's no weight or like the physics of their movement is just there's no.
okay, he just right-clicked and put download metadata, and like it gave him like the height and projected weight. But yeah, that right there is footage of a real forest fire that actually occurred here, I believe, in California.
Is that a Palisades shot?
I don't think it's Palisades.
Disabled.
Oh no, this was before Palisades. This was entirely shot in 2020. It just wasn't released until
Oh, that's
2025.
right. That's right.
But yeah, a bunch of these scenes, anything like right here, that's an actual riot and war zone. That right there, an actual battle in the Middle East. They're showing these images. Like that right there is an American bombing that occurred in Iraq. These are actual scenes of people dying, and they're comping in these alien tripods.
It's,
That's-
I believe the term is bad taste.
I was gonna say something a little bit more graphic, but yes, bad taste is probably a little bit. Oh, there's the line. Get away from that! Now look at that thing. It just looks like something that's in your average science fiction video game from 2016.
The design is also just kind of boring.
Bland.
Yeah.
With one of its legs is more like a ponytail than a leg.
Oh yeah.
and-
You'll get sick watching that.
Well, like found footage movies, they actually stabilize a lot of the footage so that way you don't get that effect, because that's just
Yeah.
that hurts to look at.
He's standing up.
Yep, definitely not paraplegic. Oh, I was gonna count how many times he takes his glasses off, and I didn't. I love
Sound effects are like very. You can if they sound canned
You do.
too, just very like clunk clunk clunk
You're a
clunk.
true person. And that's
How
supposed to be her heart rate is high? I have a consistently low heart rate. Like, it is one of the medical reasons why I was not allowed to join the military was a low heart rate. And mine will get to 135 to 150 when I'm stressed. My wife's heart rate will get to 175 easy.
Yeah, 105 is most people when they're walking will
Yeah.
hit 105.
Yeah. And it's like, oh my god, your heart rate's really high at 105. When you're a pregnant woman being attacked by aliens, you're going to be like 130. A rebar sticking through her leg. Oh, also, she's supposed to...
What?
She's supposed to be like some sort of doctor, right?
Or she's a scientist.
Yeah. Or she's supposed to understand things. If you're a scientist dealing with viruses,
So
right?
this is like her heart rate. If it like hits a certain number, she like dies. Like this is like the way he's looking at it, like, okay, your heart rate's climbing, and if it hits a certain point,
It's the opposite of Crank.
making herself a tourniquet.
For those of you who don't know, Crank is a movie where with Jason Statham where he had to keep his heart rate high or else he would die because of a poison. And it was awful. I distinctly remember a scene where there's like a shootout at a strip club and it shows that a woman gets shot in a fake boob and it starts pouring out water.
Oh gosh.
It was weird times. Don't know why I even watched that movie. I heard it was like one of the most amazing action movies in the world. And I'm sitting here like, What am I? At one point, there's like a guy's head that's preserved in a jar, and he's like on life support, but he's just a head. It's a really weird movie.
Okay, so he's trying to get out of this. Is he like close to her physically?
Yes, he is, but he's locked in the building. The building's locked down. It's under some sort of security lockdown.
Wait, yeah, I got that, but like, so how? I mean, they're in DC, right?
Yeah. Somber
Alright.
music. I don't hear any music. Look at what is this scene? Like, it's showing her, and she's so upset, and she's on the camera, and his camera window just like slowly drifts into view.
Well, and is he like seamlessly transitioning his video call between his phone and his PC? Is that I know you
guess
can,
so, yeah.
do that, but like,
Oh shit! It's
oh, he's
Stephen
gonna.
Shy.
Elon Musk is gonna save the day here.
Oh, that's right. The elongated muskrat. Yeah, he hacks into a Tesla. Which, okay, it gives the license plate number, which if you actually look at the footage, the entirely wrong license plate number.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's like they didn't even double check it. So one of the things I'm genuinely upset about is that we don't get to see this tripod actually, like, what does its laser do to the human body? Like, we at least got that in even the 1953, right?
Yeah.
And this is just like, beam of light kills helicopter.
Yeah.
Was that actually called a Cobra helicopter?
Yeah.
I thought all the helicopters were named after Native American weapons.
No, that's the Cobra.
Or like Native American tribes. The Apache and the Tomahawk and all that. No, the missile was the Tomahawk.
Yes, the missile atomic.
But like Chinook and Apache and Huey and stuff like that. To just suddenly go from Native American tribes to Snake is really bland.
Oh, it's the AH-1.
Oh, the Bell. Oh yeah, after the Bell Cobra.
Yep. Vietnam era. This thing's old.
Yeah, it is.
It's been updated many times. But
They're
yeah.
pretty cool. They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
Wasn't
1965.
was that one movie with Schneider, not Rob Schneider?
Blue Thunder.
Yeah, Blue Thunder. Wasn't that a Cobra?
Maybe. I've never seen it. I know the poster for it.
Okay. I've only seen parts of it, and I remember Corridor Crew did a breakdown because they're just like,
Yeah.
let's try and find out which one's an actual helicopter and which one's an RC helicopter, and how did they get these stunts in the middle of the Los Angeles
They just did
streets?
it.
They just did it illegally.
They just
They just shot it with an
Ask
actual helicopter.
Well, and you can there's the one shot where it actually had the filming helicopter and they just used it. They just like no,
And-
that's the, you can see the camera on
And
it.
you can see the people pointing up at the helicopters that are only like 100 feet up in between buildings.
That was down on like the big aqueduct, right? Like what do they call it, the LA River or
Yeah,
is it down there?
LA River.
Well, I mean that's it's the big aqueduct thing, right?
Yeah, they did have a scene that took place there.
24 also had quite a few scenes in the LA aqueduct.
Yeah. There was another one, Ambulance.
That movie is better than you'd think.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Okay, it's not bad.
I've heard it was actually quite good.
When Michael Bay's doing something smaller, it generally is better.
Yeah.
Okay, there's like this is supposed to be this like heart-wrenching scene going on, and we're just like completely.
She's trying her heart out. Bless her heart.
Yeah.
The actress.
The battery's gonna run out on the Tesla.
Womp, womp, womp.
He just hung up on his daughter.
He has to do bigger things.
He's going to save the world.
Save the world.
Save battery, please.
Oh, on her phone. And did he just lock her in there?
What the?
What is he doing?
What is he?
To a root menu? Enable low battery mode? I mean,
Okay.
maybe you could do that? What coding language is this supposed to be?
I also love the little like easy for you need full access for government like. Anyway.
Level 5 path. That's not how that works.
You can do this, right? If somebody just like hits you up on tech support, they need a level 5. I need a level 5 password, Zach.
You don't need.
My
Maybe I'm
daughter's-
just in a different area. Maybe I was just in a different area of government access. I mean, maybe you'd need to go to like Active Directory access, but just a password?
And that
Like there's an
password,
individualized password? No, you would need to have access that's tied to your account. And
but this is just
yeah.
a master password that lets him hack drones. I want that bed. That sounds cool.
I like drones. Drones are cool. And he's still making Amazon deliveries in the middle of a freaking apocalypse. Though,
No,
actually,
they would. Bezos
I was gonna say-
would make them.
I was going to say, that's one of the things about a situation like this. Waffle House would still be open during War of the Worlds. Yeah.
He's mean to his future son-in-law.
He's mean to everybody. He's mean to everybody, and then he wonders, why don't my kids love me? Why are my kids lying to me? Why are my kids causing problems? Yes, where
Take
your
glasses off. All right.
It's like the 6th time he's taken his glasses off and he puts it back on. 'Cause he can't see without it. It's his
His
way
emotional
of
support
telling you
glasses.
that he's serious now.
Yes. Well, he needed a prop. He only gets one prop.
And okay, now we're in Gmail, which means they probably had to pay something to Google.
And also the fact that this is a government server that he can do all this like private access stuff on, right?
well, I mean, if he has the access that he says that he has, then he has no problem getting over those
That's true.
particular issues.
So he's like composing this heartfelt email. Mm-hmm. Just
Only
a
she's
few
not
scratches.
dead?
They knocked out her eyes. This was planned.
Okay. Okay,
Wait a minute,
that
so-
is not the proper font for BBC News. Like,
So we're about to have it seen.
what news sites don't use serifs anymore.
Ah.
And I also don't think that they do like the
So
all
so
caps.
somebody had the footage. Okay, this is like where the government knew this was coming, right? Isn't that the right?
Yeah, I
There's
think
something
that there
about-
was something about it. Yeah,
Because there's the whole like the secret data program.
Goliath. I don't think that's been brought up yet.
Okay. Oh gosh, that's not how. Okay.
And so the United States military is now mobilizing, and they're moving real fast. They're going real quick. Like, where are they parachuting to?
What is it? What is the 82nd gonna do against one of these tripods?
I
And
mean,
actually, the timeline of this doesn't make sense because there is. You can tell it's all stock footage because there's less than 1% of the armed forces would be able to be already moving in, the half an hour we've been watching.
Yeah.
We can go fast,
Yeah.
but not that fast.
No. You see, fast in military terms is
We can be doing-
within like 12 hours.
Yeah.
Attack on our infrastructure.
Man, for a second, I swear that was the general from
Military targets.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow, the British
Mad
guy.
Eye Moody, whatever that actor's
Oh
name
yeah,
is.
yeah.
Our ability to coordinate a
But yeah, like that right there. That's real
Why
events.
is he running this?
Because he's that important. He's giving the briefing to the president.
they're taking them out.
Taking him out. Oh my gosh, what are
what
those
is that?
effects?
Destruction of these critical
Um,
intelligence command centers.
There's one particular thing that was in
This-
really bad taste.
Nuclear power facilities.
And that guy's still on a golf course. He's been on a golf course for like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
If you're that important,
A few of the reviewers mentioned too that his like delivery of this,
Be much stronger in groups.
it does sound like he's literally reading this,
Response
like reading this out loud.
so that's the most realistic part of that. He's prepared a briefing and he's just reading it off
When
to
did he
him.
prepare a briefing?
I don't. He just asked the AI to generate it.
You need like a 24. No, not 24. The 2-part Vegas episode of Justice League, where Joker puts like a ticking clock down in the corner. When he has all the bombs in Vegas, the Justice League has to do,
Oh, that's a throwback.
I know.
Oh man,
You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
I think so. Just all this stock footage of just
The military.
dudes, and like the way that they're kind of fuzzing out the faces.
NATO, China, and the U.S.
Okay,
But I mean, we might not be part of NATO much longer. We'll
right?
see.
We'll see.
Okay,
we'll see.
was that a warthog paint job on the front of a B-1B?
CNN reporting a
Okay,
I didn't notice.
Anyways, they were going through so many bits of stock footage here. All these like formation. I love it. I love when stock footage of jets, obviously from an air show, and there's no armaments on them of any kind.
Nope.
Because you can tell it was footage from an air show.
Yeah, you can always tell those type of things because you have to look underneath the wings and see if they're carrying anything, and if it's an actual missile or if it's just a what's that thing? Fuel
It
pod.
could be a fuel pod. It could be a sensor pod too. You know. Okay.
Okay. Oh look.
Okay,
they
so
did
this.
one.
Okay, I was wondering this. This does actually have the U.S. military getting some wins, or
Yeah.
the global military. We were talking about this. The book has the British military in that book actually have a few victories.
Yeah, they take out a couple tripods, but
actually-
there's a lot of them, and they're
Yeah.
advanced. These tripods are chumps.
Take your intergalactic asses back home.
Like, look at them. They're just killing like hundreds.
And there's like the likes floating up on like the video.
It's just stupid.
Oh, there it is.
These
War
these,
of the Worlds.
These aren't scary. Well, we passed the line where the president's like, "I must declare this war of the worlds." Like, damn. They're changing directions. Oh my God, they're doing something even worse.
Oh no! I'm gonna ignore. I mean, she's gonna ignore the call now, right? This can be sensitive. Yep. There we go.
Oh goodness, sir, you are bad at your job.
All the blood in the back seat.
I
Aw.
mean, that's a little freaky, I guess.
I mean. Oh.
Oh,
check-
her heart rate's going up. It's 123. She's having a light jog.
I know plenty of people who are higher than that walking upstairs.
Right?
That's a
Oh.
lot of blood loss.
Yeah, like... Oh, no. Like, this is supposed to be somebody who understands biology, and she's just like, oh, I'm going to pull this thing out of my leg.
I think most people who have watched a movie or two in their life would know to not pull that out.
Right? If
Let
there's
alone
something
let alone a college-educated.
that is causing you to bleed, and it's just like, you don't pull out the thing that's keeping the rest of the blood in, even if it really hurts. It's really painful. I'll come back to you.
This is an interesting example of multitasking.
Right? You know, like, let me watch the video. She doesn't look like she was just attacked by a frickin' thing. Like, rub some dirt on you, honey.
Oh, so she literally meant changing directions. Not that they're changing tactics, because the military is actually getting some wins. She meant it literally was walking in one direction, and now it's walking in a different direction. It's like a whole new direction, Zach.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Location history. So,
Oh. How
erratic behavior by an alien is somehow unexpected?
How would you know what is erratic behavior by an alien?
You've only been doing this for like 2 hours. Jeez. There's just these little icons.
Show sensitive. Okay, that's a right-click drop-down option.
That needs to be really custom programmed. Well, okay. There's going to be a list. There's going to be
Yeah.
a list of sensitive targets. But for it to be a right-click drop-down is a
You
hell of
need
a thing.
tiers, right? You need like a set of like, okay, like how sensitive we're talking about.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, this one right here. Like, a lot of people don't know this, but here in Roseville, California, was actually considered one of the top 10 most likely targets to get hit post 9/11 in order to attack the United States infrastructure. The entire area is covered in Department of Homeland Security. It's nuts.
I
You don't
did
even
not
realize
know
it. Because of those train yards. It is the largest
Oh.
train yard switching station on the West Coast. So everything, in terms of like shipping, comes through on the West Coast.
Okay.
Comes through Roseville. That goes by train and that goes by car, because the train station, this massive train station and shipping center, also is right up against the 80 freeway,
Ah,
and
that makes
so much of it.
I
you
hadn't
know?
even thought about that, but that makes sense.
Oh yeah, the amount of human trafficking that happens in Sacramento is nuts. Largest in the country.
That's fake news. That is a reference from 2020. That phrase.
It's still thrown around a lot these days. It's become
Yeah, but
vernacular.
I think it's almost killed itself at this point. But
Yeah. True. Oh, now we hear about Goliath. And she's like, okay.
he raised his hand.
Like, this whole conspiracy thing that they're talking about,
It's
this
not
whole
even
Goliath
a conspiracy.
thing.
It's just a.
Like, I'm not in the government. I don't do any of this. And it's just like, if I had the access to the technology that exists out there, what would I do with it? If I was a person in power who lacked morals, like pretty much every person in power. Of course they're going to enact this type of surveillance system. This
Oh, yeah.
already exists.
Oh yeah. Well, we've brought up the show Person of Interest more than once.
Ah, yeah.
That movie, I mean, that show almost seems quaint by today's standards, but it was okay. Okay, so we were talking about in 2005. You know, the see-through, like to suck blood out of the that scene where like it got the guy out of the back behind the car. And here we've got it, but now it's data glows red when you pull it out of a building.
I mean, okay, so what they're going for here is just like, ooh, what is it that they're trying to eat? They're eating data. They keep talking about, oh, they're eating data. Which the big twist is that the tripods aren't here to just kill us. They're here to consume our data.
Which is a finite thing. I mean,
So this is
technically
one
it
of the
I
things.
guess.
Okay, this is one of the things that a lot of the reviewers that were shitting on this movie got wrong. It's still stupid, and the way that it's depicted is awful. Okay, but it's just like, oh, they're eating our data, and that's going to delete everything because data can be copied. Information that is digitized and like electrical is something that would theoretically be able to be drained. Like, they're not just copying it over their,
Well, they're not copy pasting; they're cutting pasting.
exactly. They're not copy pasting, they're cutting pasting. The idea of them absorbing electrical energy that's been converted into data as like part of the thing that drives them, there's the potential for an interesting thing there, but you would need a lot of time to explain how it works and why.
It's a full data loss on military systems specifically, which means planes are going to fall out of the sky now, right?
Okay, this is one of the parts where the tastelessness is extreme. There's a scene here. Oh my god, look at that. I love it. Okay, I'm
So
trying to remember where
firearm stuff. The ships have already washed up. This happened
it is. In
that
seconds.
screen though. But the idea that they've already got ships on their sides on the beach. Mm-hmm. The physics don't stop working.
That came from the, I want to say the Fukushima. No, not Fukushima. The tsunami that caused the Fukushima event. That killed like 20,000 people.
I get like a fly-by-wire aircraft.
Mm-hmm.
That turn that it just did there, that like snap turn.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I get like a fly-by-wire, fighter jet having some, being very compromised. But the idea that your M16 stops firing because you lost data, that's not how that works.
No, not in the slightest.
That's a chemical reaction.
Yeah?
That makes that
That is a
work.
chemical propellant. If Stargate taught me anything, these aliens are too smart to even consider using a chemical propellant.
We do not, we never considered using charcoal and, what is it, to propel lead. Oh, yeah, I forget how Thor put it, but it's a great
Yeah.
line.
And it's just like, so what you're saying is you need somebody stupid. So you came to us.
Is there something where she even says, like, you made the right choice?
You came to the right place. Okay, there's this scene that I thought was in that would be in that montage, given what I've heard about it. But there's a specific scene where it shows a plane falling out of the air.
135.
I want to say it was like C-130 or something like that.
That is a cargo aircraft.
Yeah, but it's one of those. I can't remember if it was actually the C-130 or just one of the type.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
He's
that's
packing
not
tape.
the worst idea.
No.
It's actually something. Yeah, use freaking tape, okay?
I'm a pro.
Yeah, it is gonna work actually, you moron.
Is he just trying to stop the bleeding, or is he trying to tourniquet with packing tape?
They're not using tourniquets. They're idiots.
No,
Even when she pulled out the little scarf, she just
yeah.
wrapped it around her wound.
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
no, okay, the heart rate's
Now,
getting up there. She's
if you were
137.
packing some gauze into a wound, packing tape would totally, it would work for a while.
Or even like if you're closing the wound,
Yeah.
use whatever is on hand. Duct tape is one of the most common. Packing tape's not that different from duct tape. But
Even NASA couldn't improve duct tape.
no, they couldn't.
Okay, we got bugs.
Dude, okay, the use of the choppiness of the transmissions in order to, like, make the special effects less convincing or more convincing by being less detailed because of the choppiness
Yeah.
is genius
it's-
in the stupidest ways.
Well, it's the same. I mean, this is the special effects version of hiding the fact that Liam Neeson can't hop over a fence
Yeah.
by
Quick
cutting
cuts.
that scene up into 50 pieces.
Yeah. But anyway, there's this scene of a C-130 or other very similar cargo carrier falling out of the air. That is actually a real event. It was really tragic. Like 13 people died. And it's graphic. And it was such a problem that supposedly they, yeah, that one right there.
Oh, that's a real?
Supposedly it was digitally replaced afterward. But yeah, because they replaced it with a 747. But that was actually a military aircraft. The cargo came loose and shifted mid-flight, and it kilted the thing, and they couldn't get it back, and the whole crew was killed.
Well, that's why the cargo master is an important person on a cargo plane.
Indeed, he is. They think that it was actually technically strapped down correct. They don't think it was human error. They think that it was mechanical failure, which is just the worst.
Yeah.
Like, imagine doing your job.
Your memories are deleting.
Like, he gets a notification of your memories are deleting. Like,
How
the
would
heck?
does Facebook have like an auto notification system set up for that?
Obviously, this is the future, and it's an advanced AI. It's just like, hey, bud, is this you? Okay, so he sends a message of I miss you every year on the anniversary of her death.
It's been deleted.
Womp, womp, womp.
I do still have some old voicemails from my kids when they were little. I do hold on to them. Oh, there's your PG-13 F word.
Okay, I knew that there was an F word because it was
mean-
repeated in like all of them.
Oh, he threw
there's
his
the
glasses.
Ooh.
Is that a real 404 page? I'm pretty sure-
Yes, 404 splash pages are
No, I-
customizable.
Oh, they are custom. I was about to say I know 404 is real, but like I've never seen that one.
Yeah. There was one that was like
YouTube works.
404. The hell you doing? Or what the hell are you looking for? That was it because it's not here.
So I do love the fact that Google is still working here.
Yeah, we're like we're better than you.
'Cause
Facebook.
YouTube is still up and going. I mean, thank goodness. As long as YouTube's around, I'll be entertained.
Exactly. You can delete Facebook. Get rid of it.
You could delete all social media except for YouTube, and I think I would be fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I would misread it occasionally, but I would also probably go like, it might be better for us all.
We can also delete the short form videos. They're so
Yes.
addicting.
They are. It's a danger. I get caught up in them sometimes, and I kind of hate myself a little bit afterwards.
Okay. Vocal decryption. Like, you're going after this guy. You're
is-
doing search warrants, and you didn't even run a vocal decryption program?
But this is like the equivalent of back in CSI when they would just like double click an image to like enhance.
Dude,
and it
did
would
you
take
see-
like a pixelated image and like turn it into like a 4K.
Did you see Corridor Crew's video on digital enhancement like that?
No.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Like, they show the most egregious enhancements in these shows. It's insane. And they're like, here's how you could actually scale up a photo. It's not going to work that way. It's so bad.
He's figuring it out.
Oh my gosh.
It's my son.
It's his son.
He's the villain. I love that this is one of those stories again where his kids are both like key to the solution.
This one works with biology and can create virus. This one is secretly a domestic hacker terrorist.
And like one of the best ones apparently, right?
Exactly. He's the leader of Anonymous. He's the
you ever-
neckbeard
Did you ever see
king.
Swordfish?
Swordfish?
The John Travolta, Halle Berry.
The only thing I know about that is that John Travolta had terrible hair.
Yeah.
Halle Berry had a nude scene.
And Hugh Jackman has to hack while getting to BJ.
What? Good God.
It's like so bad and kind of awesome.
I'll take your word for it. I remember seeing scenes from that movie. It was on like HBO or something while I was in a hotel room. And I'm like, this because it's one of those movies that has that like weird blue color palette through the whole
Almost
thing,
like
right?
almost like a greenish, but yeah.
Yeah, like-
it's like color grading of that era.
And I just was sitting there, I'm like, this is awful.
Dramatic music.
Dramatic, awful music. Looking at what UAP events, blue. Okay, a couple of these are references to actual images. Goliath Cosmic Secret Report Program, Skinwalker Ranch. Oh God, I love it. 1948, unusual atmospheric conditions, supposed to be a reference to Roswell. Which everybody goes for Roswell. There's so many more interesting ones
this-
than
okay.
Roswell. And they use
That-
the mountain.
About to say that had to have been a little wing to Close Encounters, right?
Yeah.
Because that was Devil's Tower.
Devil's Tower.
Yeah.
What brought them here in the first place?
They knew.
Hid it from us.
They knew.
The craft. And oh, look at that. It's a high-def image of a tripod cropped into a low-definition photo of
About to
some
say that is
sheriffs.
not a 1948 camera that took that photo.
No, it is not. That's one of my biggest annoyances, because that happens in things where it's just like, oh, here's this old photograph, and here's something that was super advanced in that photograph, and it's like, the thing that you cropped in
I
there
love this
is
photo
color-graded.
of the satellite so evenly spaced.
Oh my gosh.
That looks like a publicity photo.
No, that's a photo that you would find in a textbook.
Or I remember I used to go to the library as a kid, and they had these like the future, like artist renditions. You know what I mean? Of like future things, and yeah, that was always just like so many space stations, and we're living up there, and we're just chilling on our glass dome hydroponics bay, just.
Damn thing in this building right under my. You crazy.
Oh
Of
my
course,
gosh.
he's on top of it.
Yeah. So for those of you who aren't watching this, he just found out that the secret government program that's the greatest surveillance system on Earth, and it's going to be activated whether you want it or not. Oh no, but it can possibly bring in alien invaders. I don't care. I want all the data. Mwahaha. The servers are located right underneath Ice Cube's chair. And they're going to have to destroy it because that's what the aliens are coming towards.
The entire system. We're safe.
Oh my gosh, they actually
The
used
air-
the proper terminology for air gapping.
Yeah, but I love you rang the dinner bell through the whole galaxy. It's a fun
not
line.
a terrible
It's not a
line.
terrible line. What? Okay, so did he just using the analogy of being a good parent
Yes.
for surveillance states?
It's Big Brother. It's the clumsiest
It's
attempt at a Big Brother
40.
story.
Wait, hold on. 40 whole feet underground.
Shit. No way, no how.
He just said it's 40 feet underground. There's no way they'll get to it. Did you ever watch those like metal ball YouTube videos where they do like the size comparisons, and it's all like, so there was one recently about the depth of like fictional structures, like the depth where they compared like different depths, and the Stargate program, it's a kilometer underground.
Yeah.
That's actually enough dirt to make a difference.
Well, I mean, it's Cheyenne Mountain. Goodness.
40 feet?
Oh, do you remember the time dilation episode? Oh,
It's a
so
good episode. That's a good episode.
Because they have to get through like the kilometer there, and each level it's changing time. There's
Yep.
something like the people at the beginning, in the middle, it's only like 6 hours for them, but on the outside at the end it's like 4 weeks.
Yeah. Early SG1 had some good episodes.
No, actually, in my recent rewatch, I found that like it is surprisingly solid through the first like 3 seasons.
Yeah.
For a show like that, because like I think of it so similarly to Star Trek Next Generation, where the first season is so rough, and the first season of SG1 it has rough episodes, especially episode like
think
3
it's-
and 4.
I think it's a stronger first season though than next gen's.
I,
first season.
I wholeheartly agree.
Yep.
It has some of the best episodes of the entire series of the first
Yeah.
season. For some reason, people keep saying that the episode The Nox is one of the best. I hated it so much.
No.
It's one with Quark.
Yeah, it's got
Yeah.
Armin Shimmerman in it. No, I didn't love that one either.
Dressed like a hippie who found a glitter store.
See, the real reason why this thing is just giving you so much trouble is he's using Windows.
Well, if he was using Mac, then he wouldn't actually be able to get to anything
He's
except
using
Mac stuff.
Linux.
Yeah, no. Yes and no. Linux has enough of a learning curve that they don't
I'm
tend
not-
to use it for all their stuff. But
I'm
no,
giving-
there's
I'm
a lot
giving
of
it a
things in
hard
the
time.
U.S. military are actually used on Linux. Okay, if you go look at the current state of the Navy, everything's computerized, right?
Yeah.
It's computerized through Linux, so that way you don't have to make a different operating system for every single different thing. It's a single operating system that can be used on an engine, a gun, navigation. All of it is based on Linux.
Yeah. No, I just know that Windows 11 is in a rough state at the moment.
It is, which it's unfortunate because, like, in fact, a lot of people were like, "Oh, Windows 11 useless upgrade, blah blah blah. Why do we need this? Windows 10 is great," and Windows 10 was good. Windows 11 wasn't a bad upgrade. I'll stand by that. It was fine. It was exactly what expected. It's when AI just became everything, and
Yeah.
they're like, "We need to shove AI into everything," and it has turned Windows 11 into like Windows Vista.
Yeah. It's interesting how I was just talking
It
with
keeps forcing my computer to restart, even though I have all forced restarts turned off and blocked. But they're just like, no. You need this update. Like, I don't. You're just putting in more Copilot.
Okay, so we just went through like a major Meet My Disruptors,
Yeah.
Thelma and Louise,
Starfire. Somebody's been watching way too much Teen Titans. Burnout. Yeah, we're introduced to this team of special hackers. There's Disruptor. There's Starfire. There's Thelma and Louise. I missed the first one because I wasn't paying attention because I was thinking about Windows. But
All this movie so far has done is make us think about much better things.
yes, but I already know what happens. They kill all of them in like the next 5 minutes. Like, this is supposed to be the Avengers of hackers. And
Your records are all wiped.
because that's the way it works. It's like there's no code crusher. God, what AI generated that? User credentials. Okay, hijacking user credentials would actually be useful.
Need your Disruptor YouTube login?
Is he gonna make a YouTube video?
Whipping up a little something.
He's whipping up a little something. Okay, this is a
That oh gosh,
This-
sorry. This is like one of the world's best hackers, and his password is just
like he was able to get into a password thing that allowed him access to his daughter's laptop. She's working with like confidential biological material for like science stuff, and he's able to just get in. That would definitely have like a two-factor authentication on it by like the necessity of the company that she's working for. And his YouTube, he needs to get the password. He can't just use a brute force like code generator or something like that.
It'll be a full invasion, damn it.
they got a little Chuck Schumer cameo in there.
Oh,
Just,
you're right.
oh man. So he's also doing some editing really fast
Yeah.
here.
I mean, it is really simple. Like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, you could do that. Okay, interestingly enough, you could actually do that very easily in PowerPoint. You could probably do it in like CapCut, but weird thing about PowerPoint, all right? PowerPoint's genius. If you pay for Canva, you're an idiot. You could just use PowerPoint to do everything the exact same way and easier with more options. Okay, maybe not more options anymore from Canva, but
I was just
you
saying,
can
like-
edit video
Yeah.
on PowerPoint if you know how. It's become a weirdly like catch-all application. Theoretically, you could even use PowerPoint instead of Word if you wanted to.
So we're about to get the whole. It doesn't actually work because they need like the daughter to come in and combine this with like, because they're not just machines, right?
Yeah, they're cybernetic organisms.
What is this?
They're mad.
You're like spazzing electrical energy. or
It
something.
showed that every time that they're doing this kind of like weird, whenever they're doing attacks on infrastructure and they're not just killing people, they open up and have this little like zappies.
Okay, so they disconnected from their feet. Attack escalation.
Why did they even need the feet then? If they're just gonna fly around as these little UFOs.
That seems better. That seems much better. Much more versatile.
I don't hate the
just
design. It's like the way that they open up, which this like. It's not terrible. Not great. Not terrible. Oh no! Burnout in Starfire. Let's see. They're all dead. They're all already dead.
This reminds me of a weird thing to bring up all of a sudden, but remember in the fourth Die Hard, Live Free or Die Hard, where all the hackers had like C4 planted in their computers, and their screen glitched, and they hit escape for some reason,
Delete.
or delete, and it blew up their computer,
Yeah.
blew up their tower.
Like, so the idea of they all have to be supplied with specific computers in order to do what they're doing with their job makes sense. That would be in it. Wiring a little bit of C4 into it. Ooh, that's pretty crazy. Bringing a little like special thing, like, but it's just a tapping of the delete key. It's not even a Control Alt Delete.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't even do Control Alt Delete. They would do Control Shift Escape.
Yeah,
Because
to go right to Task Manager.
to go right to Task Manager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just barely watching. This.
No, well, all he's doing is like typing in caps into his
Son,
WhatsApp.
everybody
trying to
died. Did you also die?
Reports are flooding into massive destruction that's occurred at
Invaders
several
attacked
global
by
locations.
air.
Okay, massive attacks that's occurred at several global locations. That's specific. Several. You know, I've taken a crap at several global locations.
Oh, this is a great. Like the standing up,
Like,
holding his. Oh gosh.
That was an actual warehouse fire. Okay, it showed him throw his chair earlier. Now it just showed him get it back up. That was like a 5-minute gap where he was still at his computer typing. What was he sitting on?
He must have like bring up stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like.
That looks like a real house fire at one point.
Yeah. Well, so this is a movie where if you know the effects look, you know you're looking at stock footage of some kind because they did not CG that.
Oh my
No,
goodness.
glasses are off again.
Oh, and this time he's like holding his face. He's in true grief. His son has died. Oh no, there he is. He's calling. What's that?
It's a WhatsApp.
Hi, Bruce. Sorry, my cat.
Wait to see. He's got the spinning circle of death there.
Connection failed.
Oh no.
Sorry, I'm petting my cat.
I've never used WhatsApp.
Me neither. I don't know what WhatsApp's used for.
I think it's messaging in a lot of countries where it's like the primary alternative to like Google's basic or Apple's basic messaging app.
Yeah, it is kind of like a catch-all, from my understanding. I've never had the use for it. I wonder if you can get like a fake phone number through it.
Chilling at Brian's house.
Who the hell's Brian?
Oh, here you go.
You had me worried to death, man. Why do you think you couldn't find
Oh my gosh, the generic hacker screen in the back. It even has the matrix scroll, like it's going through some sort of like code.
Why couldn't you run that signal through
I do like that he went from like worried that his son died to now just mad that his house has been, isn't like half the world on fire at this point?
Yeah. Oh, you're finally picking her up. Oh, hey, I have to show you. Now you've got some dirt on you. Just that little smear on the jaw, Sandra. I said Sarah. Oh, there's some on her head
No,
too.
keep going, keep zooming.
Zoom in. Enhance. Enhance.
Ooh.
Blood cells.
blood inside of a computer
They're
chip?
a hybrid organism,
A hybrid organism.
biological and cyber.
Biological. I hate that line so much. Biological and cyber.
Cyber.
Ooh, they're cyber. You can't.
Hold tight, hold tight.
Okay, so.
The speed, he's like immediately like, oh, my daughter has the cannibal code. I mean, she didn't even finish explaining. He was like, wait, it's biological.
Biological.
cyber.
They keep saying biological cyber. A cybernetic organism, okay, is
Why can't
entirely
you just-
different between a biological and cyber organism. This is the idea that it is an organism that can be jacked directly into a a digital
Like a network. Of some kind.
network, like be able to access a cyberspace, which it just there's so many better ways that could be explained. There's so many better ways.
The Office of Secretary of Defense.
Office of Secretary of Defense.
Sit room Zoom.
Okay, if they were going to be upset that, it would be the Office of the Secretary of Defense, not Office of Secretary of
Generate
Defense.
Zoom Master. What is he doing?
He's generating the Zoom master key.
So you can go to any meeting?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
He's jumping in
Oh.
there. Oh, look, the Secretary of Defense has finally gotten off his golf game. Because he was standing there golfing for the first, hour
Yeah.
of the invasion.
Somebody remembered that they had B-2 bombers, even though all military assets were grounded earlier. Like, the ships had already washed up on shore. The B-2s are special, though.
B-2s are special.
That's also not a B-2 pilot in a B-2 cockpit. Not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit.
That was a guy sitting in like an NF-16 or like
maybe
NF-22.
like a Tomcat or something, because it looked old.
Well, it didn't have a lot of metal. It was pretty clear. That's why I think it might be an F-16.
Okay, yeah.
But anyways, yeah, just definitely not a B-2.
Have you seen the helmets for the B-2?
They're
Wait,
insane.
if they're even the ones that are real.
Yeah, but if you looked, they just a front window on a B-2. They're sitting in an actual like.
Man, the only time I remember,
It's much closer to an airline cockpit.
even then, I don't think we've actually seen pictures of what they look like
But
inside.
there's no windows behind them.
But yeah, I'm curious what a B-2 would look like inside.
Being a parent is hard. If I didn't tell you, but I held on too long.
Okay, so B-2 Spirit stealth bomber cockpit.
Promised.
It's a lot tighter than an
I know
airline.
it's
I'll
true.
tell you that.
Yeah, it's not going to be huge. Because that thing is mostly fuel and payload capacity.
Yep. With
Keep them photos safe. So he's sending. Google is still doing great, by the way.
Yeah.
Google is fine.
Like their data centers haven't been hit. If these aliens were data eaters, the first people they'd go to is Google.
Yeah.
Because where do you think America's Big Brother programs get their data?
What did it say? Google and Amazon, and then is it Azure? What is Microsoft's server?
Microsoft Azure is a big one.
But those are like the
that's-
three biggest ones, right? Mm-hmm. Those three.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Oh, here's his little
Okay, so
drone.
here's the Amazon ties in.
Yeah, look at this. Those freaking helmets.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know if that's what they still look
So
like.
he's
but that was the
going to.
originals.
He's. Couldn't somebody else just throw a thumb drive in there? So
Yeah.
is he at the warehouse where he can grab the thumb drive that he just bought
No,
on
he's
Amazon?
he's at his girlfriend's. He's at his baby mama's apartment.
Yeah, but he just bought a thumb drive on Amazon. Mm-hmm. And they showed the B-2s already in the air, so now they're showing them just taking off.
Yes. It's almost like there's massive continuity errors. But he has the drone.
10
But that
minutes.
doesn't necessarily mean that it's the drone that's going to have the flash drive. So he needs to have a flash drive. He works at a tech office and he can't get a flash drive, which is nuts.
Yeah.
Even the places where, they're going to have high heavy security where they don't want flash drives going in and out, there's still going to be flash drives around.
Yeah, you're just going to be searched in and out.
So he wants to get a flash drive, so he needs to order it from Amazon because he can pilot the drone, but it's not the drone he has in his backpack. If it is the drone he has in his backpack, then it's complete bullshit and continuity errors, but that's what I've come to expect for this. Oh, they're destroying the Capitol building. Oh, no.
No, they're not, though. They're just shooting behind it.
Oh, that's true. Jeez.
It's so bad. It's so bad looking. Sorry, I just like, and even if you don't like, okay, wait a minute. He's not at his computer now. Did he give them access where they can do all the stuff now on his computer?
I think so. I think it's supposed to be through his son.
Okay, because oh gosh.
Your order has shipped. Obstacle?
So these things would be taking pot shots at Amazon drones.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah,
Dude,
so
do you see how
he must
slow-
have given it to. Yeah, he gave it to the daughter.
Do you see how slow those B-2s are moving? Like, they're on the outskirts of
Well, they're in
DC.
Well, the thing is, B-2s are all out of Missouri, That's the airbase. So Missouri with the B2 to DC, that'd be a very fast flight.
It,
Once I got off the ground.
once they got off the ground. No, but the thing is, they've been showing the icons approaching the DHS headquarters from being just outside of Washington, D.C. city limits. They could move across Washington, D.C. in what, 10 seconds? Oh no, the drone got hit. But look at that.
The homeless guy.
Okay, look at this freaking HUD. There wouldn't be a HUD like that. Amazon Deliveries special HUD. Like, it wouldn't look like that.
Everybody
No,
has-
yeah, the unhoused man has a phone that they're able to do facial recognition. They're able to get
This
his
guy.
thing. And of course, he's looking at his phone while these tripods are like destroying. He's like, oh, I need to see who's texting me as these tripods are putting me in danger.
Oh my gosh. Government will give you
Absolutely
free
crazy.
internet for a year.
Right? I believe that.
Why? So they can track me. He's got a phone.
Yeah.
If he was that worried about it, oh my gosh, $1,000 Amazon gift card.
Yeah. If anybody out there is currently listening and you're afraid of what the government can do listening in on you, and you
using
own a
any-
smartphone,
Yeah.
you're effed.
If you're using anything that lets you listen to our podcast,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, look at this. All right. So they bribed the homeless man with a $1,000 Amazon gift card. He goes out and he flips the drone over. It takes off. The tripods immediately fire at the drones. So that guy's cooked. His $1,000 Amazon gift card doesn't mean anything because he is now just a pile of pasta in the middle
Oh,
of
they
the
got
street.
the ticking clock in this one.
Ooh, look
5
at that
minutes.
ticking clock. 5 minutes.
Are those like pew pew sound effects on those beams? Listen to this.
Yeah, actually,
That's a stock
I'm
sound
listening
effect.
to that. That's in some games.
Yeah.
I can
I
hear that.
have heard that before.
I'm trying to think of
It
what.
almost sounds like a knockoff Star Wars.
It does sound like a knockoff Star Wars.
Oh, they just Mr. Presidented the with the other drone to save this drone.
That actually looked a lot like an office I used to work at.
Oh my gosh, they knew that was a Han Solo. Like they literally had like the drone knew it was Han Solo in Stormtrooper armor sitting there and identified it as Han Solo.
Oh, did it? I wasn't
Yeah.
looking.
Oh, that was so good.
That's funny.
Uh-oh, you're losing the signal.
Losing the Wi-Fi signal. Oh, geez, but. Oh, sorry. I was just thinking about how this would possibly work. Creating a digitized virus from an actual human virus. Like, it's crazy.
Uh-oh.
Oh no! Look, there's a tentacle, and
Oh,
the famous.
here we go.
Move, bitch! Get out the way.
So that is ludicrous. That's totally.
These things are everywhere. He says as he got attacked by one.
Yeah.
One. What's that famous phrase? I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going.
You know, you only need 3 tentacles.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry, my brain glitched out for a second. It's late, and I
It
wasn't
is
able to really
very
follow
late.
what you were saying.
I
and my brain just
apologize
went,
to everybody listening to this because it is very late.
Oh God!
we are very
Look at
tired.
those freaking things. That's not a B2.
Not
at
a
all.
B2. Those are fighter cockpits.
Yeah, one of them even looked Russian. I could be totally wrong on that, but
So this has a thumb drive on it.
and he just cut his hand on the rotary blades. It.
My damn access card doesn't work.
Oh no, his damn access card. Well, remember he got fired. Coulson fired him and revoked all of his
Try to
access.
find. Okay, they're Oh
This
my
isn't
gosh.
terrible.
Yeah.
This isn't a terrible idea. They do this in Arkham games,
I remember doing this in Splinter Cell back in the day.
right?
Using your to see what keys have been hit.
But one of the things is that you would need an access card. A lot of really sensitive stuff like that requires
Card and a code kind of
like
thing. Or?
some sort of multi-factor authentication. Oh no!
Oh no!
He's getting attacked. I wonder how they filmed this. Did he just like green screen a hallway in his house and he had to crawl into the thing? Okay, right here. Right here. This scene is the only scene that's not through a camera. Did you notice that? All right.
Yeah.
So everything that's been here has been like a screen recording or through a phone camera or other video camera. But no, they just randomly break the entire genre of screen life, and just to have a scene filmed that's just him inserting the flash drive into the thing. It's like
you're totally right. Yeah, but it's
But that's like a sin. Like, this movie already has so many cardinal sins.
Is there
That's
a
a
cinema
mortal
sin
sin.
on this one? Is there a CinemaSins
Oh
video
God,
on
I
this?
hope so.
I think
hope
it
so.
would break the format.
What I want is an everything good about War of the Worlds 2025, and it's 10 seconds long. Everything great on it. Nothing.
Oh,
He gets so close to his phone,
yeah.
the black kid, it drives me nuts.
He really gets up there.
Because it's like a horrible angle. It's like all lower jaw.
I appreciate the consistency that she continues to have, like, the dried blood on her hands.
Well, because they filmed her scenes probably all in like one day.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
And, oh God. You know about this ending?
Okay, oh, this is a Mac. I was just about to say, that is a Mac login screen, but they're actually showing Mac stuff here now, which is, at least they're accurate.
Yeah. And she got her heartfelt email. We should email those. Those are real emails.
Just to
Radford.faith95@gmail.com. Just like, what were you thinking?
Oh, gosh. Keep them safe. Wait
Um,
a minute, so these are like the photos you need to keep safe?
Why not? All of his other nice ones were destroyed. He just has these
Well, he
screen caps.
got the notification from Facebook that they were being deleted.
And the data got eaten.
So, and the data guy didn't have the 321 data backup, you know?
No.
Different sources, at least one off-site. Mm-hmm. See, if he had his photos backed up on an external hard drive in like a safe deposit box.
If they'd just been air-gapped. Brilliant biologist fiancé. Goliath document dump
What is the
reveals
music going
government
right now?
spying
It's like a
And that's the true
it's like a little simple notes. It almost sounds like an old like a 16-bit.
Did you see that?
No, what was it?
It was the worst, like, PlayStation 2 graphics thing falling over. As NASA's new leader. She's concerned as NASA's new leader.
Leader.
It's not like director.
About to say, like, I don't think any government agency has a leader.
Heroes for privacy rights save humanity. They're like famous now. Okay, just remember, I am with you always. The am is capitalized like he's freaking God. I am that I am.
Oh gosh.
His last name is Cristal.
Secretary
Crystal.
So, yeah, this whole ending, you know what they do here with the plot?
Oh, he's like now gonna join like the rebels, right?
Essentially, yeah. They want him to build a new system that doesn't invade people's privacy. And
How would you possibly?
it's nonsense. It's crap. All of the dialogue in this scene is fantasy.
This guy's a good actor. It's so bad though.
Yeah.
Let's disrupt some shit.
And she still had her baby shower. Even after this apocalyptic event, she still had her baby shower.
Oh,
It took me a long time to figure out that that the little logo that they have is half of his face and half of the sun's face. But it was like warped together that I thought that it was with the glasses. I thought that it was like half his face was melting.
This movie, it's not fun bad.
It's bafflingly bad. It's insultingly bad.
Are these like outtakes?
I don't know.
Rich Lee, there he is.
Rich Lee has not directed much, and I don't think he's going to direct much more in the future. I looked at his filmography, and it's like a no man's land.
Based on the novel entitled. You gonna watch Mercy?
I do not want to watch Mercy.
It's just, this is based on War of the Worlds for for no other reason than there are tripod aliens.
Virus. And they're killed with a virus. But it's modern virus.
Oh my gosh. Well, so okay, this tried to riff on Independence Day, and Independence Day was a riff on War of the Worlds.
Okay, this is funny. The credits are them like having outtakes and just not knowing what to do.
I do love for Eva Longoria. They literally, she's like, I just got out of bed. Can I just wear this?
Yeah.
Because that's what she.
Sir, back away from the camera.
No, he's got to be intense.
Well, it's just the thing is, with the way that it looks, okay? So black people do tend to have like larger noses and larger lips than white people. When you're that close to a camera that has a vague fisheye, and you already have those slightly larger features, it becomes the entire screen.
Yeah.
And so it's just this unfortunate angle that this guy keeps getting there.
I love that they're doing the whole, we're going to show you clips from the movie over the credits, which I actually like, by the way, in general. Like at the end of Star Trek 4, I really like that. Predator. But you do that when you have a movie full of moments that you want to be reminded of because the movie was so good.
Yeah.
This is not that.
Everybody who is part of this production should be fired.
I don't know what to say about this because it's just bad. And it's not fun bad. It's not like get together with your friends, have a few drinks, and laugh at it. If you want to do that, go watch Sharknado.
You know,
go watch an Edgar Wright movie.
Because there's a bombasticness.
Sorry, let me just clarify really fast. Edgar Wright. I'm not saying his movies are bad. I'm saying have a few drinks and his movies get better. I just want to clarify. I'm not trying to say Edgar Wright's films and Sharknado are at the same quality level.
No, they're not. Oh man, you're totally right because like
this movie.
I'm trying to
think of any scenario where this movie would be fun.
Right? Like it would be from the outside. It's where you get somebody, you get Hall H at Comic-Con. They're like, we're gonna show you an exclusive thing. We have to lock all the doors, no phones, and it's like, it's a lie. We're actually gonna all of the screens are gonna play 2025 War of the Worlds for an hour and a half, and you're stuck.
Oh man, I would just go to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you play it loud enough that nobody can
gosh.
sleep.
It couldn't hold my attention.
Yeah.
The thing is too, like, I mean, I know that we're sitting here and you and I get easily distracted when we're chatting, but this. I don't think it's not like this is offensively bad in that just this is like a sin against films.
It is.
It's just nothing. It is.
So, one of the things about this movie is that they did try and hide it. It is so bad that it couldn't be hidden. They filmed this thing in 2020 or the beginning of 2021, peak COVID time.
Yeah.
They sat on it for 4 years.
I think it was a contract thing, or
I think it was a contract thing. I think they were required to do it, and then they just drop it in 2025.
There was no publicity or promotion.
No
for this, right?
advertisement, no fanfare. I don't even know if there was a trailer. They're just like, oh, this exists. Somebody was just like, this is a War of the Worlds. They play it, and they're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
And they posted a review. Another reviewer saw it. Another reviewer saw that, and it just stacked.
Yeah. I'm not trying to say that it's not bad. I guess what I'm trying to say I've seen movies that bothered me that I will think about because they offended me as a fan of film. I just don't care about this.
This movie offends me.
Really?
In so many ways. I respect the idea of trying out a new genre, of trying to film something during COVID, of adapting an open source novel like War of the Worlds. I understand all of the thought process that went into this movie, went into the idea of this movie. It is so bad. It is so stupid. It is so inaccurate. It is so full of plot holes and incongruities and errors. This movie is the peak of incompetence, and they spent millions of dollars on it. They put effort into this. People sat there and went, you know what? This is good enough even just to shadow drop on Amazon. It's so offensive to me in every possible way.
I don't think that this movie was intended to be that way. So where do you think it went so wrong?
I have.
You know what I mean? Like there, you just talked about it last week. There's a company that basically like with
The Asylum.
yeah,
But the Asylum,
they kind of embraced it, right?
the
I don't
Asylum embraces how bad everything is. Okay.
This movie wasn't trying to be that.
No, it wasn't trying to be that. This was attempting to be something quality. Here's what I think happened. They were like, this is a genre that we could take advantage of during COVID. Let's get a couple of people, let's get a couple names, throw together a quick script based on something that might take off, okay? And get it shot as quick as possible. The pre-production of this thing was like a month. Like, not even joking. The production time was 15 days. Like, that's crazy. And then, okay,
But somebody sat down and edited this,
for 4 years.
and at some point said, "This is ready."
Well, no, here's where I think it all went wrong.
Okay.
They filmed it. They looked at what they filmed, and they went, we cannot make something good out of this. And so, they're like, well, we're under contract. We have to make something out of this. And they're like, okay, we have to make something. What can we do with stock footage and basic visual effects? And they're like, well, we can do this. Okay, let's give that to an editor. And pay as little money to that editor as possible.
So
You
this
just
is
get
one of those-
bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
This was, we shot something. We wanted to try something, wanted to try it fast. And in our speed, we have low quality material. So we need to, as cheaply as possible, put that low quality material out.
Yeah.
And that's what they did. And it became a cultural phenomenon. And the
If this-
producer, the guy who directed Wanted,
Yeah.
he flat out said that he has no regrets when it comes to this movie. That it didn't turn out the way that he wanted to, but the result is that his movie was on #1 spot on Amazon streaming service for 4 weeks. He said no press is bad press, and my movie was #1 on Amazon for 4 weeks straight.
It's just.
So he counts it as worth it.
Do you think if you had simply not made this War of the Worlds, if you had called it anything else, it would have helped the perception of this movie? If you had not based it on a beloved novel, a sci-fi classic with an actual like prestige history in cinema, I think if you had just not called this War of the Worlds, I think the perception would have been different. Even if it was, I'm not saying people would have liked it, but I think it would have just been kind of dismissed. I don't think this would have gotten all the YouTube attention it did for how bad it was if you had just named this, Ice Cube versus E.T. or something. I don't know.
The Data Eaters.
Something, yeah. Come up with something generic and stupid,
Yeah.
and you make the exact same movie, and then you wouldn't have been on Amazon's #1 for 4 weeks.
I completely agree. I think that if it didn't have the War of the Worlds title, nobody would have even noticed. I don't think it would have garnered a single scrap of attention.
So did they just decide? Did he actually convince somebody? You think that the whole? Because I actually don't agree with the idea that no press, like no attention is. I think there is such a thing as like bad PR. I get the idea behind that phrasing. I'm just like, no, you can get bad attention and it absolutely will negatively affect you. Like that is the thing. Mm-hmm. And so
Jared Leto.
is there some version of this where they're like, they knew and they just did it anyways? I don't know.
No, I think that the entire thing is they knew and they did it anyways, but they had to.
All right.
So this movie is a sin. Nobody should watch it.
We should.
But this is our final War of the Worlds. Tell me, what do you think of the War of the Worlds movies, Brian?
So I think that they progressively got worse because I do think the 1953 movie is better than the Steven Spielberg film. That might be controversial, but I do think it's a little bit better.
Oh yeah, no,
Not drastically. And then the quality really took a nosedive.
yeah.
Just like the fact that Oh, it's just, yeah, nobody should watch this. And I am sorry that, I mean, we talked for a long time about things not related to this at the beginning of this podcast, so it should be a little bit of a longer episode, but that's fine. That
Yeah.
stuff is better than this movie.
Yes.
Two idiots in their 40s who are doing a podcast. You're not in your 40s yet.
I'm a young
Rambling
man.
about nerd stuff is objectively better than what we just watched.
Yes.
As content.
I
And we're not great.
No, I would rather watch. I'm not a big fan of awkward humor. I would rather watch Scott's Tots twice before I watch this again. And that's saying something, ladies
Oh
and
my
gentlemen.
gosh.
That is saying something. I would rather watch Black
Scott's
Widow.
Tots and Diversity Day.
I don't remember that one as well.
That was the first season episode.
Oh, the entire first season's rough.
Yes.
Yeah, I would rather watch like Scott's Tots and then Threshold from Voyager. Okay.
How about Code of Honor from Next Gen?
Ooh, no. What's the one that's like the feminist planet that's actually like horribly not feminist? There was
Oh,
the
Ang-
SG-1 episode that was the clone of that.
Oh, it was like Angel something? Or
Yeah, it was like season
Riker-
1, episode 4.
Yeah, where Riker goes and, basically
Bangs his way to peace.
Oh, man.
Like, I would rather watch all of those again
Yes.
before I watch this again.
Yeah.
I would
This-
rather watch Rise of Skywalker before this.
Oh. Ooh. This is shorter. This is like an hour shorter.
Rise of Skywalker's prettier. Daisy Ridley's prettier.
It is. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. This was something different. We'd never tried doing a movie where we hadn't watched it beforehand. We figured, what the heck? This was a throwaway movie.
And
Hopefully this isn't a throwaway episode.
I think it's best that we do it like
Just
in
get it over with.
person
Yes.
when we're doing it that way than it is to like if we just went in blind, separated by 1,000 miles. I think it'd be really boring.
Yeah. Well, I mean, as it was, I still struggled to know what to talk about for this movie other than just pointing out all the mistakes. Because there's not much else to say about this movie other than just, oh, that was bad. That was bad. What are they doing here? That was stupid.
I think we did try to explain why it was bad.
Yeah. Okay, this has a 2.5 in IMDb. It has a 2 out of 5. Enough people gave this thing 2 and 3 stars.
This is in number 76 in the lowest rated movies on Rotten Tomatoes.
All right.
Oh.
Well,
Unique screen life format captivates audiences, Amazon says. Science fiction, action, intense.
I mean, it was intense for a second there when he was being, the tentacles were coming after him.
Because you're just like, ooh, is this about to change genres? I mean, it would have made a better movie.
More people, apparently a lot of people watched this. I would genuinely be interested, though, in YouTube numbers about this movie versus this movie's numbers.
How is it that we were able to find the one movie that would make Gods of Egypt not our worst podcast of the year? Our worst movie of
Gods
the
of
year.
Egypt is a genius film compared to this.
Yeah.
Like, Gods of Egypt is at least a competently made movie. I'm not saying it's great.
I'm giving you a look at the word competent. It is a movie that was made that had competence in it.
I don't understand how any professional filmmaker could have done this. Gods of Egypt is not good, but it doesn't look like somebody who picked up a camera for the first time in their life.
Yeah. Yeah. This whole movie could have been filmed on like CapCut.
Yeah, and not even like camera. I do think we should wrap this up. But I do think the biggest offense here is actually not the writing. It's not the acting. Those are all bad. But I think the biggest offense here, like you've said a few times, is editing.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you edited this film better and you got rid of a lot of the stock footage, I think you could significantly improve this film.
Yeah.
Not make it good, but improve it.
You know, you can make it almost like an experimental film. It's like 45 minutes long.
Anyways, that's War of the Worlds.
I'm over it. Good night, everybody.
We're going to be revisiting something similar in a few weeks,
We will.
but this was it for these 3 films.
God, we might still have a worse movie this year. Independence Day Resurgence.
Is that? So I still haven't seen. I do have to watch that still. I have not seen that yet. It can't be worse than this.
I think it's more heartbreaking.
Is it just a bigger fall from grace?
It's a bigger fall from grace.
And it's the same like director and writer, which is like that's something.
Well, something about like the year 2000 turned that director into a giant pile of crap.
That's yeah.
Anyway, we'll get to that in a couple
Yes.
of weeks. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
There's doors and corners, kid. If you don't clear the room, if you don't come in slow, that room will eat you.